Knock knock, it's me again. So welcome to the Learn Altium in 5 minutes. It's been a long time. It's been a long day, I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't make a single video because I've been very busy. And today I finally thought of making a video about schematic filter which is right there. I know people use a schematic filter all the time on the layout section. But guess what? It's also very important on your schematic as well. So you can take advantage of it. I mean, otherwise, guys, it makes sense. If it was not really useful, then Altium wouldn't give it to here, right? They only be like, hey, guess what? Take the filter, just use it on your layout. But we can also make use it of this the filter thing here. I guess one of the most important thing I should probably do right now is just to walk it over a little bit of it, and then we're gonna just like talk about. I'll give you some example of it, and then we'll just see like how you can able to learn a lot from this video. Guess what? This filter thing is be very useful and very handy in your design. So what a filter does, it short things out. It makes it very shortly. Sometimes you apply to a job and your HR just make people for the first round of interview, they just shortlist everything. So they filters. So you're gonna do the same thing, right? You're gonna make a lot of filters so that you can make your life easier, because if you have so many schematic going on and stuff going on, it's gonna be tough for you to do your work. So on the top panel, you can see like it's kind of applied to either all of your object, either your selected object, means like whatever you're gonna select here is only gonna apply to that, or it also gonna work on non-selected objects. So think about, this is your object and now you have this thing as selected, so it's only gonna apply to this part, not this part anymore. So it's kind of common sense, right? And now here in the consider object, in basically like telling you, okay, where I want to apply the filter to. Do you want to apply the filter to my current document? Do you want to do that on any of the open documents, or do you want to do it on the project document? So it's kind of it's kind of your choice. What do you want to do with that? But for the video, I'm just gonna go with this current document. All right. So let's get started with our first filter, and we're gonna just use our first filter. Then we're gonna show you this thing. But I guess one of the things would be kind of useful is just to talk about that. And at last, we're going to talk about this as well. So if I apply a filter, for example, our first filter is my favorite is designator, which is basically going to highlight all of the, oh my gosh, see, sometimes my keyboard just does the crazy part. All right, so what basically it's going to do, this filter is going to apply to all of the designator here. So it's like your U1, your C3, your C4, your C5. There's not really other designator at all. So it's going to apply to all of this, which will be very helpful for me to either increase or decrease the text size, or even like change the text font or anything like that, whatever. And as I can apply the filter, I do have some options here that I can choose on. So what it says that objects passing the filter, I can either make them selected, I can either make them zoomed, or also if also the objects that are not passing the filter, which are the failing, I can deselect those objects. I also can max out. Max out is basically means either you can hide them out, or either you can make them like more into what they call blurred or whatever it is. So the way you can change it basically by changing the ruler around. So you can like decrease them. If you decrease it to like a fully here, it's gonna be the blur amount, or the zoom out or max out amount will be very less. If you do a fully max here, then what's gonna happen is it's gonna entirely get rid of the rest of the stuff that's not passing the filter. So what I'm gonna do, I just want to keep it to a medium level, like around here. So it's kind of help me to understand which are passing and which are not passing. All right. So let's just go ahead and run our first one. As I said, apply to the filter. As I said, it's gonna apply to C5, U1, and C3, and U4. And these are the designator for my design, and they are passing it, right? Which is pretty cool. And you can probably see as it's kind of there, you can just Control and A. You just highlight all of the, or select all of the components that's passing it, and then you can do a bunch of the manipulation based on your need. So the second one I kind of want to talk about is it's almost similar to it, but it's a different way of representing as well, I can say, which is basically designator. And I want to just choose this UI, the U1 here. All right, and I'm gonna do here like designator, designator U and 1, and that's it. If I apply to it, here you go. It just choose the filter that the U1 that I kind of apply the filter to, right? So there's another way, another thing I can do with this one. It's just kind of like an example for you so that you can know what is really going on. And the second one I want to do is similar to the designator as well. It's like a designator, and I can do, oops, all caps for some reason. Designator, like C asterisk, then this. So what it's gonna do is gonna highlight all of this cap from here. So I'm gonna just do apply, and as I apply to it, as you can see, it's kind of highlighting all of the cap values, and which is pretty interesting. And then you can also do like if you were very kind of confused how to use it, you can also pull up some of the examples. So if you want to pull up some example, you can just right click to here, and you can go to the example, and then you can choose like either the passive pins one. So if you do the passive pins one, it's basically saying, is it a pin? If it's really a pin, and if the pin electrical is a passive, or is it a power, or is it like a VGT, whatever, or high Z, or whatever it is, then it's gonna just apply to filter to it. So if I just apply to it right now, as you can see, it's highlighting all of the pins that are passive, right? So that's a lot of cool things we're kind of talking about. You can also do same for your net levels, which is basically I have it already. So it's basically like this. I'm gonna say, is it a net level, and is the net level is like an RF, so it's gonna highlight all of the RFC around. So right now let's clear the filter, and let's just apply. So I'm gonna just apply to it. Oh my gosh, so it didn't really work first. Oh no, it did work. So it did work. So it's highlighted the net that I'm kind of interested in. Whatever, it sounds very useful, isn't it? But before ending the video, I kind of want to show you this kind of cool things that you probably need to know about. Is the helper, favorite, and history. History is basically like self-explanatory. Whatever we've been using so far around is gonna be right there. And the favorite is like whatever filter is your favorite. None of my filters is favorite right now because I'm trying to make it introductory, but you can just make them as your favorite, as you can see. And the helper function is kind of useful. It's kind of like a help you to see what kind of function you can able to use, and what kind of operation you can do by using this kind of function. I know it's kind of look very tough because it's a lot, right? And you have to kind of get used to it as you kind of like using the filter. Trust me, I'm not really expert on the filter thing, but it's very helpful. So I only use specific ones that helps me. I know there's many more that could help me, so I'm kind of in the process of learning it. So you can also probably take a full advantage of it. So once you do the query here, you can also check your syntax. It's super helpful. So whatever, that's the video for today. I guess it's helpful to know about the schematic filter. It's gonna make your life very easy, trust me. So that's it. I will see you on the next video. Take care.